So let's talk about your 2012 team, the team that broke the record. So
All right, so there they are. Okay, and we had Nick Hall, Jesse, J.A., Reed, Mario, Austin Gould, and David Capers all wrestled in college. After that, and Josh Gillespie went to Huntington and then had a knee surgery. And Brewer. So all those were college wrestlers. TJ was a college football player. And so we had Kamen was a finalist. I don't even know if he was a finalist that year. But we had 14 qualifiers. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. Mario ended up losing in the finals, but and we just got Gillespie back from a knee surgery. So he won state the year before as a sophomore. Nick Hall won state the year before as a freshman. Those were our first state champs. And then, we lost Gillespie for most of the year because of the knee surgery. Comes back right before sectionals, qualifies state, and then his gas tank wasn't ready and kind of went, but came back the next year and won state that year. So he won. That was his second state championship.
awesome. But your the 2019 team,
All right.
pretty big team.
So that year we had 8 in the finals, and the other years we've only had 7. So it was, or we had, I don't know. I think we had another year that. Anyway, so I think that it was a pretty good year. I mean. We got our 500th dual win in the program.
On your first dual state?
Yeah. Was it our first dual state? Yeah, because we got second the year before.
And the year before that, you guys didn't make it.
Yeah, we got lost that year. Oh.
Chesapeake Mountain?
Yeah. Was it? It was Oak Mountain.
It was Oak Mountain River.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So that
was one of our 3rd place years. Oh.
So you lost a lot of kids in the 29. You lost, 5-time Gabe Hicksonbaugh.
Yeah.
3-time Chandler Akins.
Derek Hussey.
Dylan.
We lost our heavyweight also because he tore his ACL during football season. Right at, the next season.
Who else did you guys lose? Not Roberts, Campbell.
Oh, Campbell, yeah. And McAdams, he was a state champ for us. And Gilson was in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy Gilson.
So
telling you.
So so you lost almost your, I'd say a good over half your roster. And
we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys returning.
So, and you come back the next year, and out of nowhere you win. I say out of nowhere. You guys are probably still the favorites. You win, you're losing 9 guys, and you still win a state title. That's kind of crazy. What did you do to bring up those other guys?
Well,
get them stuck at the plate.
So we had one kid move in. I'll go ahead and say that, but I told him he didn't know what 7A was with his 4A state title. So I said that didn't count or mean anything in here. And then MJ returning. He was a qualifier the year before. Perry was state finalist before. Garrett had qualified before, and then Vines, he went from third place to first place, and James repeated in the finals, or he won the finals this time. But nobody really remembered about Blaise.
Cause you had Gear in there for most of the season.
Yeah,
And he was
because Blaise had broken
five.
his hand, and so he was drilling, but he was drilling with a nub, and yeah.
What?
So
And then you have returning this next year. You had Manny Oliver and Will Browder.
So Will Browder, he actually qualified for state a couple of years previous in 2018. And I don't know. I think people sometimes forget about those other guys. I mean, Manny was a state finalist in 2018, and so I mean, there's a lot of things that go in that, and he wasn't even able to compete for us in 19. And I mean,
he attributed to that dual state, but
yeah,
he didn't get to
and
wrestle
then, his
Garrett.
arm slang out from dislocated on him during practice.
And that was a big proof, and the depth you guys have was you had a freshman
Oh yeah.
qualify for state, beating a returning state placer in the con semis at sectionals.
Yeah. That's
And,
huge. And huge for him in the future because, I mean, he places
he
the
goes-
next year.
Goes from
So
being this little scrawny 145, and then just barely qualifying for state to being a title contender the next year.
Yeah.
Talk about giving people chances. So you excited for this next season?
I am.
You don't think anything? You don't think anything's gonna come up in your way?
I think I don't think any other team is
In any better position than you
just
guys?
gonna go ahead and lay down for us.
Mhm.
I think they're gonna be just as hungry as we are, and I think that's part of the fun of it. We've got I have a goal of number, and after I hit that number, I'm deuces out. So we'll see what kind of plays out.
So you guys have a probably top club in the state with Warrior Wrestling Club. Can you tell me how that affects your program?
So I think it's huge that Shad and Jeff and all those coaches, Bo, and we got a new coach, Matt, and hopefully other people see this and bring their kids out to the club, because I think it's huge when you have the best kids in the state helping each other and working and getting better together. It helps everything.
Awesome. So Chad Rizzler being the. I'm gonna stop.